Hey, Lori here with Beauty Simplified by Lori, and I'm excited to share today with you just like a quick get ready with me look. I want to show you how fast it can really be. Plus, I have a couple of really cool new products that I think will benefit quite a few of you, all right? So first off, I start with a clean, dry face. I put my toner on to make sure that my skin is all ready for the makeup for the day. The next thing I do is I go in with this primer. It's a Becca, it's called Becca Backlight Primer. I just shake it up and then I'm gonna put like a really light layer of it on my skin. I squirt just a little bit on my hand right here. Then I'm gonna go in with my B² brush, and I'm just going to kind of tap in it and then just kind of swirl it around on my face. And what this does is it just helps give the makeup a little bit of a good staying power for your foundation to stay all day. So it doesn't take very much. I like to make sure and get it pressed underneath my eyes. I like to pay close attention to my nose because I don't know why it's such a struggle to keep the makeup on my nose. Although I have found something that is like completely life-changing to keep the makeup on my nose. Are you ready? It seems a little crazy, but it's pretty darn magical. All right. Are you ready? So you want to make sure and just kind of let that sit. You can see how it's a little bit sticky already, but do you see how like dewy it makes my skin look? And I love that because as I get older, my skin looks a little bit more dull. And so what this does is gives me even more of a bright glow than what mascara does. All right, you guys. So this color right here is what is going to be your magic sauce, all right? It's crazy, I know, but this helps decrease the contrast in your skin. It's called Aspen. I'm going to use my Buffy brush, the small end, and I'm just going to tap into the Aspen, and I'm going to tap it on my nose. Do you see what that's doing already? So I had been using like mango to like put on my nose, but I'm telling you guys, somebody said, give this a shot. And I was like, and I've done it and then I've not done it and I've done it and I've not done it to see if it really, really works. And I'm telling you, it really, really works. So if you're having a hard time getting makeup, any makeup to stay on your face, not just mascara, try using some type of a neutralizer. And for me, it's Aspen Contour. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is go underneath my eyes with a color called Frenchie. I know, it's another one of those crazy things, but what we are doing is we are color correcting underneath the eye, and my bags look really, really bad this morning. So we may end up having to do a couple of different things, okay? Looks completely crazy. I also use mango under my eyes sometimes, but since I'm doing crazy things today, I thought, might as well do some crazy things, right? Okay, somebody, her name is Kara. She is like the creator of Maskcara. She told us to try something new, and I haven't tried it yet, but I thought I would try it here with you today. And that is go over your face first with what is called Bella Bronzer first, okay? Now, I obviously did my color correction because that's like the most important thing to do first. But she says, go over your face, and I'm going to use the fluffy end of my B² brush, and I'm just going to lightly go over my whole face with Bella Bronzer. Let's flip my brush over and see if we can because I want the full effect, people. I want the full effect of the Bella Bronzer before I do my makeup, okay? Bella Bronzer, Frenchie underneath the eyes, which is a blush and lip. On my nose, I have Aspen, okay? Now we're gonna go in and start doing the real deal here, all right? So I am going to first fix my eyes. So see how red and they get veins and stuff on your eyelids, especially as you get a little bit older. So I'm gonna go onto my eyelid with a color called Candlelit. And it's just the color that I have in my personal palette. If you have Aura or Amber or White Peach, just kind of place it on your eyelid and look what that does. It completely takes away, I mean, the coverage of this makeup is none other, but yet it doesn't feel like you're wearing a lot of makeup, which is important to me because I don't want to look like I am trying too hard, all right? I want the makeup to just be really simple and pretty and natural and not look like I'm trying too hard, all right? So awesome, right? We're getting there. Pretty. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with my, oh, I forgot this brush. I'm gonna go in with this brush. It's called the Power Powder Brush, and I'm going to do my contour, okay? Which seems crazy, right? But everything we're doing here is a little bit crazy, all right? But don't be surprised when I do all sorts of crazy, because it's what works for my face. And that's what we're gonna do for you, is we're gonna find out what works best for your face, okay? So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going in with a really light layer of a color that's called Stone, okay? Now, I love Stone even more in the summer because it's such a warm, pretty color. And I'm using this kind of angled side of my Power Powder brush. And I like it because it gives you that really sharp line. But if you don't like that sharp line, you just have to blend it out. The important thing with mature skin is you always want to blend upwards because that's what lifts your face, okay? I'm gonna make sure and go down here along my jawline, give myself a really pretty shadow underneath my jawline here, and that will help kind of take care of the jowls. All right, now I'm gonna go over this contour with a color called Astoria because I want it to be a little bit more like a shadow. And so see how I go over it with a little bit of shadow and it makes it just a little bit cooler. And that's kind of what you want your contour to look like. You really want it to look like a shadow. But when you have mature skin, and especially if you feel like you're not quite getting that really pretty glow that you want from your makeup, try using something a little bit warmer and not quite so cool, okay? Crazy so far, right? We're getting there. We're getting there with the crazy, and that's completely fine. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is go everywhere else on my face that I don't already have something, not counting my color corrector, with my highlight. Now, if you are one of my customers, you know you probably have come home with 2 colors of highlight. So this one's Candlelit, this one is Aura. These are the 2 that I'm using right now. During the summer, I will jump into this one, which is called Amber. And this one works really good for me when I have a good tan. But right now, Candlelit and Aura. And I always use Aura underneath my eyes to really brighten my skin. Okay, so I'm gonna take Candlelit and I'm just going to use the big side of the Buffy brush. And see how I'm kind of overlapping? And that works really well because then when I go back in and blend it, it blends together and creates kind of your own custom color, okay? And this Buffy brush, you guys, it's so good. It like blends as you go. Go up here and kind of do like a half circle up here. See how it even took away almost all of where my glasses sit? Now I'm going to go in with Aura and I'm going to dab it like a triangle underneath my eyes. This is called the Triangle of Light. And what this does is really helps like wake your eye up. And anything that is light pulls forward, anything that's dark pulls back. And what we're trying to do is really pull your eyes forward. So that's what people see first, is your eyes, because they are the windows to the soul, right? All right, so far, super crazy, right? Now I'm gonna show you how to quickly contour your nose. I like to use a color called Shadow. It's this one right here. You can tell it's very gray. It was actually created exclusively for nose contour. And I put a little bit on my brush and I go right down my nose. Now, one of the biggest things that people do wrong with nose contour is they go too far down on their nose and don't keep it close together. When you keep these lines close together, it makes your nose look thinner. If you go too wide, it will make your nose look bigger, okay? Then right down the middle, I'm just gonna like accentuate and put a little bit more of that Aura. I'm gonna go underneath my lip right there. See how it pops my lip? Okay, now let's do some blending. Now, this is another thing that people sometimes do, is they'll get their perfector and they won't get it wet, okay? You've gotta get it wet, squeeze out all of the water. See, but it's really fluffy. And then I'm gonna spray my perfector sponge with my Stay Spray because it's like running out. But this is a way that like you can do two things at once, okay? So you can set your makeup and blend it all at the same time. So now I'm just gonna go around and I'm gonna pat this makeup with my perfector sponge and blend it. You can see I'm kind of blending everywhere, and then I'm going to roll this up, okay? And what this is doing is like blending it upwards, but it's also setting the makeup. Then I'm gonna make sure and go down my nose and make sure my nose contour is all blended in. See that? It can be that easy, you guys. Dun, da, da, da. Now, I'm seeing that I'm not loving my under eye still. It's looking a little bit, it's just not looking quite the way I want it to. I'm gonna tap a little bit more of this because I really want a pretty contour line. And see how I'm tapping? Tapping works really well, especially with mature skin. We really want to tap, 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 buff it upwards, tap, 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 buff it upwards, okay? And then if I feel like I really want to brighten a little bit more, especially on my lip, wow. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more of this Aura. And I'm gonna bring it right in here under my nose. See how that already made my nose look like thinner just by bringing that lighter Aura right up close. There we go. We're starting to see the bags start to disappear. Now, if you go too light, on this color underneath your eyes, it will actually make your wrinkles look worse, okay? And that's true with any makeup. So if you get a concealer and it's too light and you put it under your eyes, it will like make your wrinkles look worse, okay? So make sure that you don't go too light. Next, I'm gonna go in with this powder. It's by It. It's the Bye Pores Poreless Finish Airbrush Powder. Okay, this stuff is magic, and you only need a little bit. Okay, I'm using the fluffy end of my powder, and this is what's called a finishing powder. It is not like a baking powder. Of course, it's not a baking powder, but you know what I mean. It's not like one that you bake underneath your eyes. See how pretty that is? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's the prettiest powder. It's like, so you've seen me probably use Laura Mercier powder, and I really like that, but sometimes I felt like it was a little heavy and it wasn't giving me this really pretty fine coverage over my makeup. And so when I tried this one, I was like literally like, holy Hannah. Like, that's the difference between just like a regular powder and a finishing powder. The finishing powder is a lot finer, and it's almost like a silky feeling. It's almost like, what's that stuff you like make gravy with? What is that called? Cornstarch. It's kind of like cornstarch, you guys. I'm not kidding, it's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this color of blush. It is my absolute favorite color for summer. It like gives you like this really pretty like flushed look with your makeup, and it doesn't look like, first of all, it doesn't look like what it looks like in the tin. In the tin, it looks like super scary and like psychedelic bright, but I'm telling you, it is the prettiest color for summer. And then I'll take a little bit of like Bella bronzer and put it like right up here, so as if I have like a really pretty tan. And sometimes I'll put Bella bronzer again on my face, blend that in. Then I'm going to go in with an illuminator, and it's called Glamazing. It's this one right here, and I'm going to use the Best Blend Forever. Is that right? Yeah, Best Blend Forever. I'm going to put a little bit, and I'm just going to go right here. See how pretty what that does? It again gives you one more dimension with your makeup. It just makes you glow right on the top of your cheekbone. So pretty, right? Okay, then I'm going to do my eyebrows. Now, this is another one of the fun things that I love about this makeup, is that you're gonna use it for so many different ways, okay? This one here is called the Hotline Brush. It's brand new. It's similar to the Know Your Angles, but it's a little bit thinner on the end, okay? And I'm gonna go into my colors Astoria and Shadow, okay? And I'm going to come and like line right underneath. So I've had my brows microbladed, all right? But I'm telling you, depending on what's going on with my self-tanner and stuff, I really like to be able to give them a nice sharp line, especially right here, okay? And then let's do the other one, and it can be this quick, doing your brows. Once you've had them bladed and they're all shaped, it makes it so easy. I like to make like little teeny hair strokes. The most important part to keep the darkest is right here. Right there, Okay, and then you're just gonna kind of flip the brush over and feather it up. Okay, so good, right? Don't you love that blush color? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, you guys, let's do a quick eyeshadow look. I'm going to make sure and go over my eyelids where I put my Candlelit, and I'm gonna go over it with a color called Cupcake. And this one here, I think this one's the best blend forever. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't remember. And I'm just gonna kind of make sure that all of everything is set and prepped and ready to go for a quick eyeshadow look. I wanna show you guys how fast this can be. And it doesn't have to be hard. And I'm going to talk to you about how you can do your entire eye with 3 or 4 colors, okay? Now my eyelids are prepped and ready to go. Let me look in my little mirror and make sure that everything is set and ready to go. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that Illuminator. It's so pretty. Okay. I'm getting distracted. It's like squirrel. That's what happens. Okay. So a couple of my favorite colors, especially for summer, are going to be Stay Golden, this one right here, which is called Valencia. In fact, let's use Valencia and let me just show you, because it looks so peachy and you're like, yeah, that's not a color I would choose, but look how pretty it goes on as like a transition color. It's so good, you guys. It's such a pretty color, especially for summer, because it's kind of like a bronzy color. Let's do it on the other side. And remember, don't look at one color of eyeshadow and be like, yeah, I don't like that one. You have to put it on your eyes and see what it does. There are different colors that are going to bring out different color, you know, better for different eye color. And Valencia like brings out my, like makes my eyes look really brown. So good, right? So pretty. Now I'm gonna go in with this color. Let's see, what color should I use? I think I'm gonna use this color. It's called Bird. And I'm going to use, again, the same brush, the fluffy side of my eyeshadow everything brush, and I'm gonna tap it here on the outside. And then I'm just gonna kind of blend it inward. Just like that. So pretty, right? Bird is almost like a gray brown. So there's like warm browns, cool browns. And so when you hear me talk about a warm brown, many times I'll be talking about like Bubba, and Bird is like more of a cool brown. Tap it on the outside of the eye and then pull it forward. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to flip my brush over and use the small end and go into Bird. And I'm going to take it and go underneath my eye like this. Okay, and like see what that does. All of a sudden it's defined my eye, and it actually kind of camouflages those wrinkles. So you just want to not go too dark underneath the eye, that it makes your eye look smaller, and you want to kind of keep it on the outside, like half at least. Now I'm going to do something on the lid of my eye. Okay, I love, when I'm using sparkle, I love to spray. This brush is called the multitasker, and if you do not have this brush, you should have it because it's like the hidden gem. and I'll show you a couple of things that I do with it. But I spray it with my Stay Spray, and then I'm going to dip into this color, okay? And this one is called Stardust. I'm gonna tap it on my lid. Try and keep most of the sparkle low. And then build upwards. Okay, isn't that like the prettiest color? It's like kind of a silver, it's kind of a silver, but it doesn't, it's like not quite as silver as like these ones, some of the other ones. So it still has a little bit of warmth left in it. And I can't go like too crazy sparkle with it. Again, because I have more of a mature eye. So pretty, right, you guys? All right. Now let's talk about different eyeliners, okay? This is a blue eyeliner. It's by Stila. I love all of Stila's eyeliners. These are the waterproof ones. I feel like they do a beautiful job staying on all day. I'm gonna use my little mirror here. Hopefully you guys can see. And I kind of lay it down on my eyelid. It gives me a little bit more control. And then you don't want to pull it all the way down. I flip it around this way and pull it back. This gives me a little bit of a wing, but it's not like a crazy wing. So if you pull it all the way down to the bottom of your eye down here, it'll actually pull your eye down, okay? So especially those of us who are struggling with gravity, when you don't just make sure you don't pull it all the way down to the bottom. Let's go back and do this eye. And I'm trying to keep it as tight to my lashes as I possibly can. This makes my eyelashes look thicker, and that's another thing that we want to do, because as we get older, our eyelashes get thinner. Then I'm going to take it in and do my waterline. Okay, now that takes a little bit of practice to do the waterline. But I promise you, once you do it, and if you do it with a really good eyeliner, you'll have fantastic results. Okay, mascara. I am a sucker for like a really good, inexpensive mascara. I love this L'Oreal Lash Paradise primer for my lashes. It makes them look so good, okay? So I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna show you how I prime my eyelashes. And it looks white because it's white, right? But why is my hair getting in the way? It like makes the lashes look really thick when I go over it with my mascara. And it keeps them from doing that weird curl thing, okay? Isn't that fun? Like, I don't know, maybe some people wear white mascara. I don't know, maybe. But then I'm gonna go back over it with my Voluminous L'Oreal mascara. And while this is drying on top, I'm gonna do the bottom lashes. I can't really talk while I do this part because it's like, I don't really want to poke my eyeball out. Okay, good so far. Let's do the other side. Just a nice light coat. Then let's go ahead and show you how big my eyelashes can get from this really inexpensive mascara. One of my friends was telling me about it and I'm like, yeah, it can't be that good. Yeah, it's that good. I'm telling you, it really is that good. I have tried every kind of mascara, and this mascara is like the best, especially the biggest bang for your buck. Now, if you guys want to try the foundation or build your own eyeshadow palette or whatnot, all I need is a little selfie of you standing in front of a window with natural light, and I can help you build your own perfect palette so that you can have everything you need in one little palette. Especially if you are a big traveler or like me, I'm headed to the hospital and I'll be able to take everything I need in one little palette. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy, people. Easy, easy peasy. Now, I forgot to show you one of my last tricks. And this, again, comes in with this multitasker. And I like to go in with a color called Moonlit. And I'm going to take it and go right underneath my brow, okay? Now, and then I like to just kind of blend it downwards. My eyelashes are still a little bit wet. Okay, see what that does to my brow? Crazy, right? And then the other place that I like to take this Moonlit is right here on the inner part of my eye. And it just brightens up so nicely, you guys. And I like to use Moonlit in these areas instead of like a shiny eyeshadow, just because I feel like it's just a little bit more age appropriate for me. And I really, really, really like using this multitasker brush because it gives me that really sharp line right up against my brows. And then using the same brush, show you how to line your lips with a color called Indigo, okay? This is Indigo. It's a contour color. I'm going to use the small end of this multitasker brush. And give myself a lip. Now, I don't really love my lips. So many times you'll see me, if you follow me on social media, you won't see me wearing a lot of lip products. And it's fine. It's just like, it's just something that I don't love. So I don't like to spend a lot of time. Okay. Now I'm flipping my brush over and I'm kind of tapping that out. Okay, this is going to create a shadow on the outer part of my lips. Okay, makes them look a little bit bigger. It's a little trick, okay? Then I'm gonna go in with this color called Summer Love. Tap it on my lips. And then a little bit of the new color called Ballerina. And just tap it. Now I'm gonna do a how to curl your hair tutorial next. What do you guys think? Hopefully you've learned a few tricks. Let me know if you want to try this amazing foundation. I need to blend that in a little bit better there. But I'm not kidding you guys when I say it's the easiest makeup. Anybody can do it. And I swear it was made for our mature skin, because now my skin feels moisturized and healthy and I look natural. I don't look overdone. It's kind of an understated natural look, but it can be done like, you guys, I can have my makeup done in like 5 minutes when I'm not talking, okay? So if you're an on-the-go mommy or a busy grandma, or you like to do your makeup in the parking lot before work or school or in the airport, if you do a lot of traveling, all you need to do is send me a selfie. It's super easy. I can recommend all the different things that you want. I can help you pick out eyeshadow colors. I love to help women feel beautiful. I'm not just gonna sell you something and let you be. I'm there for you. I will FaceTime with you and help you figure it out. So let me know how I can help you. And if you have any questions about any of the products that I use, or if you have any recommendations on what you would like to see from me as far as videos, give me a shout out below in the comments. Make sure you like and comment, and please share with your friends. I'm really trying to build my following here on YouTube, as well as on my social media platforms. But I really love the YouTube family, and that's where I go to find out how to do things. So let me know if I can help you guys with anything, and have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video.